Hello, Craftaholics, and if this is your first time here, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peggy, and welcome to my studio. First thing, I apologize for the glare, but my lights are right above me, and I really don't have any way, because I have a glass mat down, I don't really have any way of shielding that, so I do apologize. It doesn't look as really bad on my monitor, so I'm hoping it's okay. But I will try to cover it while I'm talking to you guys. I guess I owe you a bit of an explanation of where I've been and what I've been doing. And let me give you a quick synopsis of like the last year and a half or so. I was living outside of Phoenix, Arizona, and during the vid, and also at the same time, Microsoft decided to move their corporate headquarters to the town I was living in. I apologize for the noise if you hear in the background. It is my neighbors being very loud. With them moving, their rent, like, overnight basically doubled. And we were not about to pay, like, $3,000 a month to rent a house. It wasn't worth it. So we put our things in storage, and I was living with somebody who I thought of as family. I actually thought of her as a daughter. And then at some point, it became an unsafe situation. So I actually called my husband. I was there with my puppies. I called my husband, and he came and he got us out of that situation. And he's an over-the-road truck driver. So I was living with him in his... Boy, my arms look big on this. I'm so sorry, guys. I usually have a sweater on. I'm sorry. My arms aren't really that big. They're like resting on the table. Anyway, sorry. I lived with him in the semi for 6 months. And then we decided on a place in the country to put me where I'm in a temporary situation right now. And my puppies are with him because I got injured at her home. And I cannot take care of my puppies anymore. That's what happened to my right arm. I got hurt there. So the dogs are with my husband. And I've been here. And in the last 2 weeks, we were actually able to get all of our things from Arizona to where we are now. They're in storage. All my craft supplies are in storage, and it is killing me, let me tell you. All my cool stuff is all there. Anyway, I don't have room for it where I am. But we are avidly looking for a rental house so I can have another studio, get all my things out, get back to normal, and do right by all of you. So, I am still married. I know I don't have my rings on, but my fingers swelled really bad, and I took my rings off because it was actually cutting off circulation. I don't know what happened, but that's why I'm so puffy looking. And this finger, I'm just trying to fill you in on everything that's been going on. This finger, my nail is actually split. I don't know what, something happened to it and it split. And even if I let it grow out like to look normal, it will split. It's like a toenail will do that. So I guess fingernails do it too. But I was doing something. I went to go in the refrigerator and my nail got stuck on something, and it ripped my nail partially off, and it moved it off of the nail bed. So it is really sore, and it doesn't look very nice. So that's why I have a Band-Aid on. So, okay. That pretty much just catches everybody up. I am going to try and be more consistent. It's not easy where I'm at. I really don't have any inspiration, and I'm trying very hard. That's why I keep asking you to comment down below with ideas or, you know, projects you'd like to see or something. But I'm having a really hard time finding inspiration, and mental health is not so great, you know, being in a not a good situation, you know. It's just one of those things. Anyway, I'm not here to do a oh poor Peggy. I am here to actually teach you something today, and I am getting some ideas up for Craftmas in July, so get ready for that. Anyway, making tags and things, a lot of times you need seam binding to use at the top of your tag, or to, you know, to use as a closure on an album or whatever. And if you are buying colored seam binding, stop. Just stop right doing it. There's an easy way to make any color that you could need. All you need is seam binding, and this is 1/2-inch seam binding that I got on Etsy, but they also have it on Amazon. I will list it on Amazon because it's actually a little bit cheaper there. Same brand, but it's a little bit cheaper. Just like white seam binding, and I use Distress Oxide inks. You can use Distress Oxides. You can use the oxide spray or a re-inker. Any kind of water activated ink. I know Catherine Puller inks are also water activated. I don't know about any others. I've only done it with Distress Oxides, honestly, so I'm not sure. You can always play around. There's a lot of seam binding on here that you can play with. So to color some, you're going to need seam binding. You're going to need ink. You're going to need water, and I got this little sprayer, I think at Michael's. Rubber gloves, if you, in case you, although this does rinse off with water, I prefer to wear rubber gloves, and scissors to cut with, and a glass mat or a picture frame, anything that is waterproof, but I highly suggest doing this on a piece of glass. If you don't have a glass mat, I mean, you can go to Dollar Tree and get a big picture frame and get the glass out of it, or keep it even in the frame. It doesn't matter. But glass is best. So what we're going to do, it's really simple. I'm just going to take seam binding. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I am taking it about a good amount, like 3 times, probably the almost outstretch of my arms, because I want to keep it kind of in the video. Okay, just a piece of seam binding. Okay, put that aside. Get some gloves, because you have to handle it. But this, like I said, this is the best way. I mean, I have never actually bought colored seam binding. I've always, and if the picture's jumping, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it. I know it's sometimes as I move my hand, it makes the camera jump. But I've never bought colored seam binding because I never know what colors I'm going to need. And this way, if you're already using the oxide or the inks like in your project, it'll be a perfect match. All right, this is, okay, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, I hate wearing gloves. I seriously do. I'm going to start with Victorian Velvet, which I'm actually making an album along with Genevieve Designs here on YouTube. And these are 3 colors that we're going to be using actually in that project. And I'm going to need some seam binding. So I figured, why not share with you how I do this? So it is the smush method. Open up. I know it looks dried out. It is not, trust me. But you just take it and you smush your ink on the glass. Okay? Very simple. And then spritz it with water. It's very technical. Then just take your seam binding and you roll it around in the watery ink. And I usually have to add a little bit more. It all, you know, depends on how much seam binding you have. You just want to make sure that everything is kind of evenly, and it's not working, here we go, evenly coated. Still have a couple spots that I missed. Now, if you do this with like a distress, like a spray, or your re-inker, it's going to be the same way. You put it on the glass mat, add water to it, and then pick up the liquid with your seam binding. Okay. Now, there's a couple, like different people have different methods that they use with this. And if you like real crinkly seam binding, you can crinkle it up like in a ball like this, and you can let it sit like that. I don't like it so crinkly, so what I do is I kind of spread it out a bit, and then I would just hang it somewhere to dry. Okay, there's one color. Then, oh, let me just grab it. I have a napkin sitting here. That ought to work. And it'll clean right up with water since it's water activated. Okay. You know, I'm gonna put this over here out of the way. Okay. All right. Okay. Pretty simple, huh? I mean, and you can do this way. You can do any color that you want, as long as you have the ink. You know, that's all you need. Okay, I'm doing 1, 2. Yeah, it's probably about 6 feet, I guess. Maybe you don't need to do that much. Just seems to be what I'm grabbing. So next one is Stormy Sky, and this is one ink. It's brand new. I just got it. I've never used this color before. So you just want to like smush a bunch of it down on the glass. There you go. Okay. And again, I'm just going to roll my, oh, that's really pretty. Roll my seam binding up in it. And get all that liquid in my seam binding. And like I said, you can, I'll have to add more. That's a pretty blue. I'm not, you guys know, I don't do blues very often. But that's really pretty. And it actually matches the paper collection that we are using, which I will show you guys. I don't know if I can find it. It's not handy. It's handy, but not handy. Okay, so there's my blue. And like I said, you can, if you like crunchy seam binding, just wad it up and let it dry. Pretty well wadded. I'm not a fan of that, honestly. So let me put that over here. And then I'm getting all inky. Okay. Okay. Then just spray with some more water and it cleans right up. Like I said, it would clean right off of my hands. I think I need a paper towel instead of this napkin. That napkin is not doing it. Let me grab paper towels. Hold on. Okay. Squeegee sounding. I just want to make sure I get the, sorry. It's glass and water. And then this last color, this is one of my favorites, Speckled Egg. And it's like a greenish blue. It's, well, look, it actually matches my, my glass mat here. But it's a beautiful color. And it can go with blues and it can go with greens. It's just so pretty. There's that one. Oh, I forgot to cut my, geez Louise. Let me add some water. And the good thing about, let me get some of this. The good thing about the oxides is even if it dries, you just add water and it reactivates it. So, okay, and last one. Into the Speckled Egg. I love this color so much. It is so pretty. And that is how easy it is to make colored seam binding. So there really is no reason to spend the money on it, especially when you don't know exactly what it's going to look like. And this, I mean, it's the exact color of the dot of the ink. So whatever, you know, so you always know exactly how it's going to look, and you don't get it and go, great, that's the wrong shade, and have to buy more. It's always, you know exactly what color it's going to be. That is so, isn't that pretty? It is so pretty. I don't know if it's coming out as bright as it looks on screen, but let me put that one aside. And like I said there, I always use those. I don't know about some of the other inks. I know Catherine Puller works because it is water activated. But, well, you know what? We could try something here. I have got, squeaky, squeaky. I have some inks here. They're Memento. It's a dye ink, so I don't think it will work. But you know what? We can give it a shot. I'm just going to try a little bit and see. Just a small amount. Just to see. But this is Angel Pink. And we'll see. Like I said, I don't know at all. I don't think this is going to work as well. I don't think it's going to work. But you don't know unless you try, right? So, kind of. It's not working as well as the other. It's because it's a different kind of ink. Like this is a dye ink, and the other one is an oxide, and it's made to do different. The oxides are made to do different things. Yeah, this isn't really working. So, but we learned that lesson, didn't we? I mean, it can still be used, I guess, but it's not even. The color's weird. It's just not, you know. So, there, I mean, in a pinch, I guess, if you needed something, and that's, you know, try one of your other inks. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's just not as good as the oxides are. But that is how easy it is to, let me get these gloves off because they've got ink on them too. To make colored seam binding. So instead of spending all the money and either not having enough, try to clean that up a little bit more, or having too much that you'll never use again, or something that just doesn't match, now you know how you can. And that is, oh, let me see, you know, all right, hold on. We're just going to move the glass back. Yay, so much better. Okay, and sorry about the lighting. I know it's kind of dark down here, but I had to set all my lights up differently because of that glass mat. Hold on, I'm looking for the paper pack. Okay. The one that I'm making all the seam bindings for, it is by Prima, and it is a, hold on, I'm getting there. Okay, here we go. It's by Prima, and it is called the Plant Department, and it is gorgeous. So here's, let me move these inks out of the way. Sorry, I'm reaching across there, peeps. Okay. I'm trying to do them this way. They're beautiful. I'm just going to show you there's 4 of each. I've already pulled out some for the album. There's that one. I'll show you the backs in a second. Isn't that gorgeous? And there is foiling on the pages. Look at that. So pretty, isn't it? This is gorgeous. This is just simply stunning. And then there's this page. And then there's also pages of cutouts. And then if we go the other way, these are the back sides. There is no foiling on the backs. The backs are kind of an extension of the front, just a little plainer. So that one, and then that's that. Oh, the front is just so gorgeous of that one. There's that one. Isn't that pretty? It looks kind of purpley on, but it's actually blue. Not so keen on the birds. And then there's this pink one, which is just gorgeous. So that is why I needed the colored seam binding. And I have caught you up, and that is Genevieve Designs, in case you're interested in making an album with her also. But that is all I have for you today. And my catch up on what's been going on. And again, I am sorry that I just kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I am sorry. I am sorry that I just kind of disappeared, but it's, I've been dealing with a lot. So, like I said, if you could just give me a little bit of grace, a little bit of understanding, bear with me, because things will get better. They're going to be great once I have another studio. Because right now, I am working on a 4-foot by 2-foot table, and I only have, what you see, this is my crafting space. And it's not easy. So, actually, the entire little apartment that I'm in is the size that my studio was in Arizona. So, it's pretty difficult. It's kind of hard to adjust. But that's what's going on. I am planning things for Craftmas in July. And like I said, I am going to try and be more steady with the videos. Just if I miss a week or so, just please be patient. Things are just kind of cray-cray right now. But they are going to get better. So, again, that's all I have. If you like really weird videos like this one, where you learn a little bit about a craft and learn a little too much probably about the creator, give it a big thumbs up and share with a crafty friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to click that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. And I guess that's going to do it for today. I love all of you. I have missed you terribly. Again, I'm sorry. I hope you learned something today. And if there's something that you would like to learn more about, just put it down in the comments below. Okay? Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.